The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. I didn't even put me on the screen, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And we going into the new year still making mistakes. What's up, everybody? It is the first day of 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully you guys spoke your New Year's resolutions into existence. And thank you guys for rocking out with your boy AT2. I know most of you are probably off today. For a shout out to y'all who are working during the holidays. My first job was actually working at a movie theater, so I'm used to working on holidays and stuff like that. So always when I think about, every time I go to the store, I go to the movies, or I go somewhere on a holiday, I think about the people that are working because they don't get the day off. And sometimes, have y'all ever worked at a job where you don't get holiday pay? That sucks. And I remember when I worked at the movies, like it would be certain time periods, like either you worked at night or you worked the morning, and that will give you the holiday pay. And then there was other jobs where they would only pay you for like Christmas and Thanksgiving. And then there's other jobs where they don't give you Easter or they don't give you Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, I never had a job where they give you Martin Luther King. They never gave me Martin Luther. Martin Luther, they need to give me that goddamn and I'm like, I should have the day off. I should get, I understand now they give Juneteenth. I haven't been working like a regular 9 to 5 since Juneteenth became a federal holiday. So shout out to everybody who get Juneteenth now. But yeah, they don't be wanting to pay you your money and stuff like that. It's so dirty. But yeah, I always thought like we should get some on Martin Luther. But I know if you work for the government, you get Martin Luther, right? And yes, I'm saying it like that on purpose, y'all. Martin Luther. That's why I stuck with the government or state jobs. And what's up, Tasha? Thank you for being here. Happy New Year. Let me say what's up to the people. What's up, Linda? Happy New Year's. What's up, Queen Keish? Happy New Year's. What's up, Winnie? Happy New Year's. Thank you for being here. What's up, Melanie? How you doing, Melanie? Happy New Year's. What's up, our favorite cousin, Stephanie? Happy New Year's. We said it on business, right? What's up, Southernville? Happy New Year, Sexy 60. Happy New Year's. Jayla, Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2024, Miss Darnell. Abria, thank you. Salute. Yes. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. Z, this is why y'all need to catch a live show so you can get you a shout out too. What's up, Angie? Thank you for being a member, by the way, too. All right, y'all. So I know y'all want me to shut the hell up and go ahead and get into it, but I had to say what's up to my people. Funky Dineva contract was expired. And so he ain't gonna be on Fox Soul. And now he doesn't know who his replacement is going to be, but it was money issues. And remember when they got rid of the cocktails with the Queen, right? I made a joke about them, making little to no money. And Claudia Jordan had left a comment and she was all like, sir, our salaries are this and that. Well, she didn't say what the salaries are, but she said, we weren't making no little money. Our salaries are big and that's why they couldn't pay us, blah, blah, blah. Well, according to Funky Dineva, he said the salaries weren't that big. And when they moved from 2 days a week to 5 days a week, remember it was TGIF Fridays and it was on Tuesday and Friday, right? But when it moved to 5 days a week, he said they actually paid them less because they're doing it 5 days a week. I don't think that's how it works. I mean, anybody that worked a corporate job, you know that is how it works, right? But it's not supposed to be how it works. You know, you go in and do, a little paperwork, and then all of a sudden they got you doing like 30 other jobs and stuff like that. It's natural. It happens all the time. Let me tell you my background. I know y'all probably getting dizzy. But it happens all the time in the corporate world. You just supposed to do this little paperwork, but then they got you doing like 30 other jobs, and they be like, "Oh, well, it's in your job description." No, that ain't in my job description. And so you expect a little more money when you doing more work. But do they ever pay us more? No. So with that being said, with him doing 5 days a week, he wasn't making any. I mean, he was making more, but they were paying him less per show. Let me clarify that. They were paying him more money because he's doing 5 days a week, but paying him less per show. And Funky Dineva was all like, I can do 1.5 videos and make more money. That let me know, okay, yeah, they ain't making no money like that. And so my question is Claudia and Al Reynolds the next to go? And the reason why I say that is Claudia and Al Reynolds the next to go, because Claudia, I don't know if you guys know, Claudia was trying to shop around a deal in Texas for her own talk show. She had like a trial. One of the more popular ones, you know how they did a Wendy Williams, she did a 6-week trial and stuff like that. Well, Claudia was trying to get her own talk show. So Claudia is already on the move trying to get something else. Claudia is very smart. You can say what you want to about Claudia. There's a lot you could say. However, she always keeps a job. Claudia was always, and I was going to mention this too, like, oh, Claudia might be leaving the Fox Soul show, blah, blah, blah. I was going to mention it, and then I was like, you know what? I ain't going to do that to Claudia. I'm going to let her, have her moment. But thinking about it, I'm all like, oh yeah, Claudia already seen the wheels on the bus starting to fall off, them tires getting bold, and then all of a sudden they're gonna pop or they're gonna start shredding. Have you ever had your tires completely shred off? Not a flat tire, completely shred off, and it's just the y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me. It wasn't until recently I had a car that would tell you like, the PSI, the air pressure in your tire and stuff like that. Because beforehand, people be like, oh, you can't see that you got a flat tire? No, shit, it look good to me. If the tires ain't sitting on the ground, the tire look good to me. I mean, now I know how to tell at the tire, but it helps when you can just click on your settings and stuff like that and see the PSI. But yeah, she already sees the wheels on the bus basically falling off. So she's already trying to get her other deals. This is why she's doing like movies. She's always on traveling and stuff like that, because she know that this Fox Soul shit ain't forever. She knows it. And so she was shopping around that TV show. Let me see if I can actually find it. Hold on, y'all. She probably blocked me. Remember, no, y'all don't know this. So in my members live, right? I'm gonna give y'all a little tea. In my members live, right? I was all like, yeah, this person messaged me and they said this. And so I go back to the DMs, right? They turned the DMs on vanish mode. So all the DMs, all the DMs erased. I was all like, what? And so when people say, oh, I don't watch AT2 show, they watching. But it was a few months ago. I want to say it was between 4 to 6 months ago. She was shopping around like this thing for, and I think like she had like Lunel as one of her guests. But she was shopping around, and I'm not saying that Claudia is dirty for shopping this show around or trying to get her own talk show and stuff like that. But it's business. Stand. Hey, are we talking about stand on business? It's business, but at the end of the day, she was trying to shop around a show, and that's very smart. Get your own show. And I seen a comment. I don't know who said it. Raise your hand if you said it. But Claudia probably makes more money than them. I believe that. I believe that Claudia makes more money because Funky Dineva even said, "Thank you, Claudia, for bringing me and Al into the show." So Claudia was the one who shopped around this show. Remember, Claudia was supposed to be like the main person of Fox Soul. She's supposed to be the face. And so she was supposed to be working and developing different shows and stuff like that. And now the talk show that she was probably trying to shop around, she probably tried to shop at the Fox Soul, and they was like, nah, we only paying you 1,500. And so she had to go ahead and move on and do her Thuck Thizzle and shop around a whole talk show thing. Now, I do want to say this. I I made jokes about them being on Zoom and stuff like that. And then I had seen them move into like starting doing like a studio. Remember they were like in Houston or in Dallas or something like that? No, they were in Houston. And like they were doing like studio shows for a minute. And then all of a sudden, I guess that was only like a special of them doing like a studio show. I'm all like, why are they not in a studio? Like, honestly, I use StreamYard. Everybody knows I use StreamYard and stuff like that, right? But what's different for me using StreamYard and using my phone as a camera from what they do? I have a ring light. Like what makes what makes their show actually stand out? I talk about trending topics, celebrities, and stuff like that. That studio would have made them stand out. I think them being like, and again, I go back to what I originally said when the Cocktails with the Queens got cut off. It just looked ghetto to me, like they were still doing Zoom after the panorama. After the panorama / pandemic, they should have been in a central location filming a show. And granted, being in a central location, doing it 5 days a week, of course that wouldn't have worked, right? Of course that wouldn't have worked because Fox Soul ain't got the money like that. But at least like there should be like a 1 day a week show inside a studio. Why is it like, yeah. Dish Nation, exactly. Dish Nation, the way they do it. Hell, why is Fox Soul still just on YouTube? Like y'all ain't recruit enough money to get y'all a station? Y'all couldn't talk to like some people like Byron Allen to get y'all a station for Fox Soul? Like, why is it still on YouTube? Because let's be honest, I don't really watch the show often unless it goes viral, the TGIF Friday. But what other shows do they have on Fox Soul, you guys? And I'm not trying to be petty or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that they promoted this show so much, but we don't know any of the other shows, right? And I'm not trying to be shady, but we don't. We don't know any of the other shows. Let's do a 30-second countdown. Name another show on Fox that's currently, because we all know Jason Lee was on there. Name another show that's currently on Fox Soul. 30 seconds. Is that still on there? Okay, so Morrow, okay, so that still is on there. It was in the studio, but they weren't doing that every show though. They weren't in the studio every show. Portia, see, I don't even know who these. I think Quanell X is still on there. He does some kind of show with this other guy, and they like debate. And see, that's the thing. And here's the thing: who owns Fox Soul? Because Fox Soul is not black owned, and I think that's why they got it looking ghetto the way it do, because it's not black owned. I mean, because it's a black network, quote unquote, or let me say it properly, it's geared towards the black audience. Is Fox Soul black owned? Just like Zeus, it does have black owners. However, it's not completely black owned. But I think you only need like, I guess it would be considered black owned because you only need like 50% of the business to be black. The idea eventually for Fox Soul to be majority black owned, that was the goal. Du Bois continues. I used to get a lot of questions. Why are you going to build a black focused network with Fox? Understanding what Fox was represented in the community at the time, my goal was to unmute the voices. Former Fox Soul general manager launches a black streaming network. It's still a streaming network through Fox, but that doesn't. And James Du Bois, that's who was the general manager and who was spearheading this. But yeah, they used to talk about politics. What was her name? And y'all know I had Alicia Cooper. That was my first like celebrity interview with Alicia Cooper, and she was working at Fox Soul, and she was doing the political show with Tammy. Is Tammy what her name was? She used to do a political show like once a week. And yes, I do know. And thank you, Ingrid, for bringing that up. I do know economically, it's a lot better just to do it at home. But I'm always seeing the vision. Okay, let's do this. I'll take a YouTuber, for example. Armand Quality, Tammy Mack. Thank you, Tammy Mack. Armand Wiggins, even though he's not like on a television, his stuff looks very high tech. Tasha K, she's not on television. Her stuff looks very high tech. With Fox Soul, it does not look high tech. It's literally Zoom. Like basically, if your internet connection goes out, the show's over. And you know my internet goes out all the time. And I'll be like, oh wait, put a 1 if you can still hear and see me. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but it's the truth. They can still do it remotely, that'll be fine. But the way it looks, it doesn't look professional. That whole TGI, that purple background, that's done with a green screen. And again, this is my opinion. I could be wrong. Do y'all think Fox Soul looks professional? Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Put a 2 in the chat, no. Like Funky Dineva, his own YouTube channel looks more professional than it does with the Fox Soul. I'm just being honest. Like there's no way in hell that I'm gonna be on a network and like they don't give me no high-tech equipment, you know? Like literally, literally, they come in straggling from the bar after drinking like 45 million margaritas, and then they get online and be all like, "Oh, I'm here. Like, let's talk." What's up, Mystic? Thank you for being here. Happy New Year. Oh yeah, let's talk about celebrities and stuff like that. Or literally, they wake up out the bed and just start talking. Like that's what I do. Just wake up out the bed and start talking some shit. Just like the people on TikTok be like, yeah, coming from a guy doing videos in his bedroom. They ate me up. I ain't gonna forget that. They ate me up when they said that. All right, so here's his.
Just to come on and let you know that tomorrow when TGIF resumes, I, Funky Dineva Ross, will not be there. Yeah, I won't be there, guys, and it's definitely bittersweet. I'm not going to get you guys caught up in all the weeds and all the minutia because it's not necessary. I will give you a very high level view of what happened. But know that there is no love lost between me and the Fox Soul organization, all the people that work there.
And he did not drag them, by the way.
All of us are good. It just simply came down to a matter of business, finance, and time. So the very short version of the story is when we were working 2 days a week, we were being paid at a certain rate. Let's just say $20 a show. We were being paid $20 a show for 2 days a week. And when we moved to 5 days a week, they said, okay, we're going to move you guys to 5 days a week, but instead of paying you $20 a show, we're going to pay you $17 a show. And all of us fought it. You know, we were like, well, wait a minute. Why are you cutting our pay rate? You know what I'm saying? And the general attitude was like, I mean, yeah, guys, but look, you're still making more money because you got more days, which, depending on how you look at it, is true. But we're doing more work that was valued at $20 an episode on Monday. And now on Tuesday, somehow or another, my time is now valued at $17 an hour. It never quite sat well with me. It never quite sat well.
Yeah. So that's the money part that I was telling you guys about. So because they were 5 days a week, they paid them less. Yeah, granted, they made more money because they were working 5 days a week. But if I'm making, around about the same, and I'm only doing like 2 days a week, why would I want to work more? That was see, that's one of those things about like the workplace. Like we all need to make sure that we on the same accord and be like, hey, we're not accepting this if we don't get what we're supposed to get. And that was when they should have band together and been like, nah, ain't none of us doing this. Foxo is operated by Fox Corp, which is 40% owned by the Murdoch family, and Murdoch still chairs its salty. Thank you, Stephanie, for looking up the information. So no, it's not Black owned. Thank you.
With any of us, but we decided to push through and just kind of see what could come of the situation. And my agent and I, we negotiated our best, and I ended up folding and saying, okay, I'll go along with it.
And thank you for your comment, Lady
Instead
B.
of signing a 1-year contract, as Al and Claudia did, I was able to negotiate only signing a 6-month contract, wherein at the end of the 6 months, we would have the opportunity to renegotiate my pay rate.
That's where he messed up. Because he thought, okay, well, I'll just do 6 months and then we'll go on and renegotiate. And remember, he had said like controversial things like the Chloe Bailey thing, and there's been a few other things, but the Chloe Bailey thing is what I mostly remember more recently. But remember, they had kind of like suspended him, even though they said they didn't suspend him, but they had suspended him, and they were getting other people to replace him. Just like when Claudia goes out on vacation and stuff like that, or she's on another job, they replace her. They are replaceable. Like, yes, their chemistry, those three together, their chemistry is good, right? However, just like me, I'm not even trying to, I can tell you the truth. Just like I'm doing this video right now, I bet you there's going to be plenty of other YouTubers doing the video, and y'all probably be all like, yeah, they did a better video than he did. Because anybody can do it. It's not hard. Anybody can literally do it. They can't do it like me. But, anybody can do the video.
My contract officially expired December 22nd. And honestly and truthfully, I had honestly forgotten.
Stephanie, tell the people to hit the like button for me. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't.
I had even signed, or that the contract was coming up for renewal, until somebody higher up in the organization called me about 2 weeks out and was like, your contract's up. We just realized that, what are you going to do? Are you going to resign? And I was like, I don't really know. Like, ordinarily when our contracts are up, we kind of start negotiating those things, 90 days, 60 days out to accommodate for situations like this, wherein, you don't know.
So that lets me know they didn't negotiate before. They waited until 2 weeks before his contract was about to expire. They were going to tell him, you go ahead and take what we're giving you now. We're not going to give you more money. That's basically what they were letting him know. Like, hey, your contract's coming up and, you're going to resign. They weren't going to negotiate no more money. They would have been did that.
Somebody's coming back or not. And so we started going back and forth. The people on the Fox Soul side let it be known very early on that there just was no additional money, or whatever the case may be. I hadn't heard anything from my agent. She was still working things out. After I got the phone call from the person at corporate, I called my agent, and she's like, listen, they're really just not trying to move when it comes to the money. And I was like, well, I mean, on some Taraji P. Henson breakdown type of stuff, by the time Uncle Sam takes his portion, I pay my agent, her 10%. By the time I get the check each week, to be honest with you, I can do 1.5 YouTube video and make that money. So
So again, I don't know everybody's pockets. Obviously, he's going to have a higher CPM and stuff like that than me, right? But they could not be making no more than 10,000 a show. I mean, not 10,000 a show, but 10,000 a week. No more than about, and maybe y'all, maybe no more than 10,000 a month. And I hate to say that, but Funky Dineva gets around the same amount of views that if you look at the Fox Soul, the TGIF, he gets about the same views as the show with the three of them. So yeah, he can do 1.5 videos and still be good.
It just became a sheer matter of economics and time. On my own, it takes me about 25 minutes to record a YouTube video and maybe another 20 minutes or so to upload it. So let's just say an hour total in production time from start to finish. So if I can make the money weekly that I'm making at Fox Soul doing 1.5 YouTube video, then it doesn't make sense time-wise and economically for me to dedicate 10 hours or so a week when I can make more money in said week in an hour and a half. It just didn't make sense. And if there was a bit more intrinsic value in staying, I would have. But we're on year number 4 right now with the show, and
I didn't know it was 4 years.
The YouTube space, somewhere that I have occupied now for 13 going on 14 years. As I shared with them, I don't need Fox Soul to sit on YouTube, where I've already sat, where I already have market share. I don't need Fox Soul for that. And if I am going to build or assist in building up anybody's YouTube platform, it only makes the most sense that I build up mine in less time and for more money. If I put the hours in nightly that I was doing with Fox Soul onto my own channel, in addition to what I'm already doing on my channel, I could potentially make 3 to 4 times the amount of money that I'm currently making. So it literally just became.
Here's the thing, and he didn't allude to this, but you know how I said they were in filming in like the Fox studio for a while, for a minute. I think him, Claudia, and Al Reynolds had, okay, we take this little bit of money, right? We take this little bit of money, but I know it's going to eventually pay off. I believe that Fox Soul probably promised them, like, yo, y'all going to start making more money. We're going to branch off and we're going to be this and we're going to have other shows. We're going to put more money behind the show. Y'all going to make more money. I think all three of them were promised that this thing was going to get huge and they were going to able to build something off of it. Because I know Sherry said, like, why would you do it if you had more subscribers and you made more money doing your own show? Let me tell you why. I don't want to call it laziness, but if I could just abandon my own YouTube channel, right? I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to break it down for y'all. If I could abandon my own YouTube channel and just basically go on somebody else's YouTube channel that's going to pay me to be a commentator, I would do it in a heartbeat. And this is the reason why. You don't have to do any editing. You don't have to research the topics because it's a show. Those people are researching the topics for you. They'd be like, oh, okay, well, you're going to give your opinion about this. Also, it takes less time out your day. Before I do like a show and a topic, I'm usually like researching and checking out what's going on. I'm going to TikTok. I'm going to Twitter. I'm like really researching the topic, you know? That takes a lot of time. That stuff that I do behind the scenes, like as far as getting the thumbnail, doing the description on the video, making sure I link it, put it on all platforms, I don't get paid for that. The actual video with the ad revenue, that's what I make money off of. But all the work that you put behind it, you don't get paid for that. Just like anybody else who works like a business, you know, when you put in that time and effort into your business, you're not getting any money for the work that you're doing. You get the money once you sell your product or whatever business services that you are. You get paid for your services and the stuff that you sell, the goods, right? The goods and services. But that work and that time, the effort, the brainstorming that you're doing, you do not get paid for that. So it makes a total difference if, hey, I might be making a little less money, but I ain't got to do no research. I ain't got to do the editing. I ain't got to do this and that. And I don't know if Funky does his own editing and stuff like that, because I told y'all once I reach 100K and stuff like that, I'm going to have a whole team of people behind me.
And I don't want anyone to leave here thinking that I was, being a diva or anything of the sort, because I wasn't. I was simply asking to be paid what you were already paying me previously. It's not like I asked for some astronomical number, and guys, it wasn't even a whole lot of money. It was just, the funny thing is, even with the addition or being given back my old rate, I still could make more money on my own. But at that point, it's a matter of just principle and just being seen, heard, and feeling a little more valued would have been enough for me to stay. But they didn't have it in their budget, or they couldn't find it, or chose not to find it. However that went, I didn't have it in my time, couldn't find it, or chose not to find the time. That's really how it went. But there really is no love lost between me and the Foxhole organization. It was a great place to work. Al, Claudia, myself created some magical moments, and I definitely feel like what we did tilted the needle a little bit and helped shift culture. It created a voice. Shout out to Claudia Jordan, first and foremost, for bringing Al and myself to Foxhole with this idea to showcase the LGBT.
Stephanie, they were always able to like do other projects. Like they would, like I said, they were bringing guest hosts for the show if somebody was out and stuff like that. So I'm assuming they were allowed But a good question would be, could they talk about the same topics as on the show? Like, what were like the details of the, like, say if they were doing the topic about Donald Trump, right? Could then they go on their own platform and talk about Donald Trump, or could they only do it for Fox Soul exclusively? I don't know. That's a good question right there. But as far as like doing like movies or other things, they were able to do that. Yeah.
LGBTQ community in a way that wasn't stereotypical. Shouts out to James DeBose, who believed in the concept, the idea
James DeBose
that we had. Shouts out to Stephen Brown, who also helped, put his extra blessings on things to make the show possible. Shouts out to Joyce, Samson, Justin Hart, Destiny DeBose, Brooke. What's Brooke's last name? Coleman, I believe. Don't kill me, Brooke, if I got your name wrong. Everybody in the booth. Again, it was a great working environment, guys. Everything was cool. It just was a matter of time and economics, in short, in business. And just the business wasn't right for them. The business wasn't right for me. And so I decided to not renew my contract. That's the whole story. I didn't add nothing to it or take nothing from it. There's those few people out there who don't like me, so they're going to make it their life's mission to come up with these conspiracy theories as to why I'm no longer there. And
he's probably talking about Michelle A.T. Alien.
Believe any of that crap. Hey, don't nobody know nobody who know nothing, who heard anything, because that's not what happened. All right. Like, we didn't even know that I would not be back until the clock ran out, because we were still negotiating up until the last day that I was on the air. So that's the short of it. You guys can definitely expect to see me all the other places that you see me, plus some new places. Stay tuned for that. And I want to leave you guys with this one thing. What gave me the courage to kind of walk away from the situation definitely was a lot of the stuff that Taraji was talking about, right? But then there was this one other tweet. It was from Keke Palmer. And Keke Palmer wrote, basically, in this business, you have to have multiple streams of income, because if not, you don't have any autonomy, and you end up coming beholden to contracts.
Thank you, Debbie.
To employers, and you kind of have to take whatever people give you. And I think the beautiful thing for me in this moment, and why I don't walk away from it feeling like it's a loss, and I walk away from it feeling empowered, is because the blessing of it all is that I can actually do it. Like, that I can afford to walk away, that I don't need it. I'm not somewhere sweating like, what am I going to do without it? Because my income is so well diversified between that and my investments, that I have choice. And I recognize that choice is not something that a lot of people have, and it definitely is something that I've grown to no longer take for granted. So that's the blessing in it all for me. I want you guys to continue, Soulmates, to support the show. Tomorrow, I don't know who will be appearing in my place. I don't know anything. The only person I've talked to since the expiration of my contract was Al, and a few other producers via text. So that's the blessing.
Here's the Al part.
I want you guys to continue, Soulmates, to support the show. Tomorrow, I don't know who will be appearing in my place. I don't know anything. The only person I've talked to since the expiration of my contract was Al, and a few other producers via text message or whatever. So, I'm no longer in the loop. I don't know anything, but I definitely wish the show the best. Y'all continue to support. Y'all continue to support whomever it is that they choose to fill the seat with. And hopefully that those guys go on to make some magic. And I'm pretty sure all of our paths will cross again in the future.
All right, so that's the end of that. All right, so yeah, Al was the only one.
Be well.
Oh, I forgot I got the premium, so it still continues when I close my phone. So Al was the only one, and I did hear that, but who was it who mentioned that he only spoke to Al and not Claudia? Let me know if that was you, But I didn't think anything until you said it. I forgot who said it, but I didn't think anything of it. But that's interesting that, Claudia was the one that brought him on. You wouldn't send a text to Claudia and be all like, hey, Claudia, thank you so much for, you know, bringing me on to Fox Soul and helping me out. Exactly. YouTubers are probably going to even be worse than the people in the chat speculating. The envy is going to be off the chain the next couple of days. Ooh, okay. And D is a fan of Funky Dineva, and everybody's allowed their opinion. Oh, thank you, Heart Inspiration. Happy New Year's. And thank you, Kim. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy New Year's to you. Sending you light and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And healing. But it's very interesting that he did not say, yeah, I reached out to Claudia and I talked to her or anything like that. Now, I know Claudia is on vacation and stuff like that, but you didn't send her a text. I would have at least sent her a text. I think Claudia is in Jamaica right now. Why did he not say anything like, yeah, I talked to Claudia or I sent her a text? He just said he talked to the producers and Al Reynolds, and he's not in the loop anymore, so he don't know what they're gonna do. Now I know D Merch said don't run with the speculation and stuff like that, but I gotta speculate a little because why did he say I reached out to Claudia and Claudia was like, yeah, it's gonna be good. She sent me encouraging words. He only talked to Al. If I did a show with an ensemble cast, I'll be like, yeah, I talked to all my cast. I wouldn't specifically just say one of them. And he didn't mention, oh yeah, I haven't talked to Claudia yet because she's on vacation. I talked to Claudia and the producers. Is Claudia a producer? That's a good question. Let's see. Claudia Jordan, a producer on TGIF. From what I'm seeing, okay, let me go to her IMBDDD. How you say IMDB? If I want to be on TV, I need to learn how to say it properly, right? No, she does not get any producer credit. Yeah, she doesn't get any producer credit. Ooh, thank you. 1111, make a wish. Amen. She does not get any producer credit. Ooh. And if Claudia is the one that brought them into the show, see, this is the whole thing with Nene Leakes. I know y'all hate when I say this, but Nene feels like Bravo owes her something. You should have got that in writing. You should have got a producer credit. She didn't do it right. She literally did free work without getting the credit. She's a monster in the game. People forget she was on the Foxhole. Yeah, she was with Jamie Foxx. Yep, she was on his show. That show had the most comedy greats on it. Yo, would y'all like to see Jaguar Wright replace Funky Dineva on the show? That now that would be some entertainment. Let me tell you, that would be entertainment. Okay, you know what? Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's do a 30-second countdown. Who should replace Funky Dineva? Or is he irreplaceable? Who should replace? Well, no, that's a dumb question because they got to replace him. Who should replace Funky Dineva? 30 seconds. Okay, so I think like some people are still like Claudia's not even just an EP or nothing. Okay, let me try to look it up again. Okay, let me go to her Wikipedia. All right, Claudia. Claudia, you can't tell me. Come on, Claudia. You didn't get you a producer credit on that show? Okay, I see Mims. I see T.S. Madison. That would probably be the best. How about no more? No Carlos King. Okay, y'all don't want no Carlos King. Okay, no Carlos King and no Jag so far. Um, I promise y'all, I'm looking and I don't see any producer credit. No, she's just listed as a co-host. Yep, 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 yep. Um, yeah, I don't see any producer credit. Ooh. Claudia, if you're not on the show, at least with a producer credit, you still would have been making money. Come on, Claudia, you didn't think about that? Like because didn't Ricky Smiley do Dish Nation? Like he's not on the show currently, but didn't Ricky Smiley start Dish Nation? Or no, he didn't. Oh, I guess Ricky Smiley didn't start Dish Nation. I always thought Ricky Smiley started Dish Nation. I guess not. Okay. It was just his radio show that was okay. Never mind, never mind. I thought he started Dish Nation. Okay, I take that back. Somebody said Roland Ray. Hopefully Christian Keys or Quad can guest host. Oh, you think Christian Keys? Quad? I think Quad would be a good one now that she got fired from Married to Medicine allegedly. I think she would be a good one. Jag is a no. I would like to see Jag on there just terrorize people. Not Roland Ray. Okay, I know I missed a lot of y'all. Tasha K. Oh hell no. Nah. Okay. Oh. Oh, she was an EP on Fox Soul. You know, oh Flame Monroe. Oh, that would be a good one. Mm. Wait, we don't want Cola Head Carla. Does that stand for COKE? Y'all are crazy. Mm. Alex Rogers, AT2. Yeah. I think after this video, I ain't in the running no more, but yeah. I've seen someone say Conscious TV. I could see that. Okay. Y'all said Michelle ATLian. Well, Michelle and Claudia don't get along, so I don't think. And then Funky Dineva, it didn't. Yeah, yeah. Y'all know that whole thing about the apartment or the place that he rented from. Yeah, I don't think that will work out so well. Corey Holcomb. Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I honestly don't even have like a clue of who they would replace Funky with. As I understand, Dr. Heavenly had said something controversial and she can't come back. Oh, Mr. Bear. Okay, okay, Mr. Bear. Okay. If they could let Kaya on the show, see, I feel like with Jag, she would just go off the cusp and stuff like that. But I feel like with Kaya, she could like not dial it back. She would still be controversial, but I feel like Kaya would. We need to get Kaya on TV. We need to get that lady on TV. Kaya has a gift. Oh, DJ Richie Scott. Oh, that would be a safe bet. I think that would be a safe bet. I think he would perfectly fit in. He would be safe. But I'll say this. I think that Kaya has a gift. Kaya has the gift of where she can literally say the most offensive shit ever and still be funny. That's a gift. You know, we don't expect Kaya to be politically correct at all. She has a gift of being able to say whatever. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think DJ Richie Sky would actually be a perfect fit now that you guys said that. I'm actually going to rock with that. DJ Richie Sky. I think he would be a perfect fit. Oh, Kempire. Okay. See, but here's the thing. I feel like Kempire and DJ Richie Sky are like on the are like kind of one and the same. And they have a similar look too, bald head and light skinned. So you got to pick one. So if we're gonna go with one of those, I think they both would fit in perfectly. So who would we go with? DJ Richie Sky. I'm so messy, but that's why y'all watch me, right? DJ Richie Sky or Kempire? Which one we going with? Okay, rotate the roots YouTubers out. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, I like that idea. Again, if they ain't paying, why would you? Oh, that's true. If you ain't gonna get no money, you know, I didn't know. I didn't know you. I should have pre-read that. Yeah. I promise I don't be trying to put up the shady comments, but hey, everybody allowed their opinion. Okay, neither they both probably make more money on their own channel. Right, right. Kempire, DJ Richie Sky. I only watch because of Funky. Oh, so a lot of y'all ain't gonna watch because Funky Dineva ain't on there. Okay. Mmm. Okay. So it seemed like if you had to choose between the two, either it would be DJ Richie Sky. I think he would fit in perfectly, you know. But the thing is, DJ Richie Sky, he would have to make sure that he's still able to do his YouTube channel and stuff like that. But because what I'm thinking is like, I don't think these people would let their channels go necessarily. I think it would be an addition to. Okay, CJ's still going with Mims. Okay. I would like to see Mims in there. Yeah. I think that would be great. If they're going with that commercial thing, then they'll probably would go with DJ Richie Sky because he has the experience. But if they want somebody in there that's hungry and fresh blood, then go with Mims. Definitely say go with Mims. And he has grown his channel immensely. Well, hell, he's probably making more money than if he wants to do the show too. So I don't know. I don't know if he would do the show, but I think that would be a good look for Mims, definitely. DL Hughley. DL Hughley has enough controversy and everything. I think DL Hughley. Well, no, DL Hughley has his own radio show and stuff like that. No, he wouldn't do it. Leslie Jones. Oh, Leslie Jones is funny as hell. Storm would be good. Yeah. Yeah, I would like Storm in that position as well too. Yeah. I think all the choices that you guys said were good choices. Alexander Rogers, he is shady, but he will provide comic relief. Good. Okay, Dana. Yeah, that's also like he got his own platform. Yeah. Tisha. Oh, I think Tisha would probably be good as a as like a rotating host. And the reason why I think Tisha Tells would be she's great at what she does. I'm not knocking her. She's great at what she does, but I think her and Claudia are too similar. They have a similar look. Like I said, you can't have people who look similar to each other on a show. They have a similar look, and kind of like her and Claudia kind of talk the same too. A similar look, similar voice. Yeah. Oh, you wrong, D. You wrong for that. You know you wrong for that. Oh man, you think she begging for it? Shout out to Michelle A.T. Alien. I don't think she ever watched my show before, but I her commentary is funny. Mm. Okay, okay. I got a confession. I don't know who Alex Rogers is. Alex Rogers is. Who is Alex Rogers? Let me look him up. I don't know who that is, y'all. I'm not trying to be shady, but I was just gonna pretend like I knew who it was and just I ain't shit. Don't judge me, damn it. Do not judge me. But I don't know who Alex Rogers is. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I know who he is. Alexander Rogers. Okay, okay. I know who he is. I know who he is. Okay. Um, I've seen his channel a few times. I would have to watch him to really know, but he looks very commercial, so I think he would probably fit in. He looks commercial from what, yeah, but I was just gonna pretend like I knew who you guys were talking about. I had no idea who the because sometimes as a YouTuber, you don't want to come off shady, right? You don't want to be shady and be all like, oh, I don't know, So I was just playing it off like I knew who it is. Shout out to if he's watching. Shout out to him. It's definitely no disrespect, but I was just gonna play it off like I knew who y'all was talking about. I'm just being honest, y'all. Sometimes you got to play the game, and I was playing the game. Oh man. Oh, what's up, Ray Ray? Thank you for being here. Happy New Year's to you too, my friend. Thank you. Facts, Cool Ranch, Fox Soul should have push harder to be a part of the parent Fox program and be a syndicate. Harder inspiration. I was saying that in the beginning. Like, why weren't they trying to push for to get some kind of TV deal or some kind of syndication? Like, come on now. Come on. And I believe because it's a network geared towards black people, they didn't give a damn. That's why they still doing that TGIF show on Zoom. Why is it on Zoom? At least you stream y'all. Why is it on Zoom? They just treat it like it's shit. And if the people on Fox, so granted, 10,000 a week, that's more than what I make a month. So I mean, shit, I can't really complain. If Fox so called me, I would do it. But I'm just saying the quality should look better. I said if you look at Armand Wiggins, the quality is awesome. If you look at the quality of Tasha K, it is awesome. You look at the quality of Deaf Noodles. Deaf Noodles is awesome. So I'm just saying, y'all, the quality should at least be there. They don't need a studio necessarily. However, if you don't want to do a studio, it's cheaper to do remotely. I understand that. At least the quality should be up to par. And you guys agree with me that the quality doesn't look great. You guys agree. Now don't go back and lie. I'll do another poll real quick. But put a 1 in the chat if you think the quality is great. Put a 2 in the chat if you think the quality could be better. Let me rephrase that. Put a 1 in the chat, you think the quality is great. Put a 2 in the chat if you think the quality of Fox Soul could be better. Ding, 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 ding. Harder Inspiration. Hell, Harder Inspiration should be a guest host. But they probably wouldn't let her because her quality would be too good. Harder Inspiration has a dope quality. I mean, Harder Inspiration got multiple cameras. She got cameras on the table, camera, showing her face and every side view, bottom view. She got all kind of views and cameras and shit like that. Harder Inspiration shit is professional. Shit. No, I don't remember that. That happened? Oh, come on now. Come on now. That is crazy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, D. Thank you so much. Well, I'm just saying the quality could be better. Why is the quality not better? Oh, she said I would never. You know, if Foxo asked me, I would do it 10K shit, 10K a week. That's good money. Shit, I would definitely do that. See, I don't remember. Okay, so y'all all remember that. I don't remember that. Oh, and make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, by the way. That is, let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Claudia Jordan green screen. Uh, Damn, nobody made like a little clip of it. I was trying to see if somebody made like a little clip. No, nobody made a clip of it. Damn. That would have been funny as hell. I pack up my cameras and mics all the time. I could outfit each host for 1,500 for under 1,500, and it would. And you know, Heart Inspiration said something great. She was all like, they could literally run down to a studio space. If you're in like a major city or a big city, you could find like a little studio to rent out for like 1 and 200. There's a place I said accurately, actually in Sacramento that does like different rooms and stuff like that that you can rent out. Like I could, well, Sac is kind of far, but anyway, they could do that. They have the money to do that and stuff like that. Somebody like me, that would be like, ooh, I don't know. You know, well, you know, last month check for December, it was good, right? But it would be expensive to do like a whole bunch of video. I'll have to do a whole bunch of pre-recorded videos in like one day. Like that's what I would have to do. However, doing live shows, I kind of have to do it, you know, in the comfort of my own home. But at least for somebody like them, they could go out and just get them a room for, you know, an hour or so. They only do the show for an hour, right? Rent it out, do they show, boom. It'll have that professional kind of look. Or at least give them like a high quality webcam camera, you know, because literally they be looking like like it's like this, just hella bright, you know. I'm just saying. Right, right. Just saying, I'm just giving ideas, y'all. I ain't being a hater. I listen, Foxhole need to hire me as a part of their team. I can help them out. And the technical issues, yeah. Not slow. Y'all are crazy. A flop soul will soon be no more. Just watch. Ooh. So my last and final question. Oh, we at the hour mark now. My last and final question for y'all. Do y'all think that Fox Soul will be coming to an end? Yes or no? Oh, okay. If you get gig internet, costs 170. When I'm on the road, I find a location to stream from, aka Fox affiliate. Just my opinion. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Since they're like affiliated with Fox, like couldn't they go to their local? There's Funky Dineva lives in Florida, right? Miami. I know they got a Fox station. Claudia lives in Dallas. I know they got a Fox station. Um, Al Reynolds, he lives in New York. You know, there's some Fox stations out there. Like, why couldn't they do the show from their local Fox stations and then Heart of Inspiration, you solved the problem. Easily they could have went to a Fox station and did the show, filmed it, and then put it easily. That would have been a great idea. Yes, they need to hire the both of us. Yeah, consulting and production. We would have had it figured out for them already. And they don't, and that's the thing, they don't want to pay the money. They did not want to pay Funky Dineva money, and that's why he walked away. He said, I can do 1.5 videos, an hour and a half, and make the money that I was making. Well, he said 3 times more the money he was making. There is no point. That's why I go back to my original point. I think they were offered like, oh, we're really going to invest money into Fox, so it's really going to be off the ground. Because have you ever worked at somewhere where they told you there was going to be a lot of growth, a lot of this, a lot of that? Oh, he lives in LA. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Santi. Have y'all ever worked at a job where they told you there's going to be a lot of growth, you're going to be able to do this and do that? You know, it's a small company and it was going to grow and grow and grow. And then nothing ever fucking happened. What's up, Couture Bay? And nothing ever effing happened. I believe that's why Funky stayed around. And again, I go back to my point. The research, the thumbnails, the setting up the StreamYard, setting up the camera, ring light, all that research and everything that goes before we go live, we don't get paid for that. We gotta hope that we hit a lick on a video and the video goes viral and we're able to recoup our funds that we spent on all that time. But all that time with production and shit like that, we don't get paid for that. So the reason why Funky was doing that is because everybody else is doing the work and the research. All he had to do was turn on his ring light, turn on his camera, and then talk about the topic. That's all he had to do. Easy work. Shooty. Easy work. That's why he did it. If I could go on somebody else's platform and they'll pay me $10,000 a week just to, talk my ish, and I ain't got to do any of that back, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, y'all. Just like when you have your own business, you don't get it until your services and products are sold. Happy New Year's, Love Jones. Happy New Year's. Sending love. Everybody, can y'all put hearts in the chat for Love Jones? All that stuff. A Heart of Inspiration is a business owner. She knows until like that money hit her account, all that pre-work that she did to get her money, she don't get nothing for that. It's not like she get an hourly for it. She don't get no money. She broke until that check hit. Heart of Inspiration is eating oodles and noodles until that money hit her goddamn account. So, sorry, Heart of Inspiration, to put you on. But I was using you as an example. She was eating oodles and noodles until that money hit her account. So, that's what it is. You don't get none of that for being a business owner, Well, we got other, also, Naughty Love is a business owner too. She don't get none of that money before, she eating noodles and noodles until that money hit her account. She don't get none of that pre-work that she did, putting the label on this, making heaven. She don't get none of that until her goods and services are done, are sold. And he mentioned, and I'm gonna finish on this, Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson, basically put it out there, the reason why actors are struggling and why that strike was so serious, because they don't make any money. Taraji said it perfectly. Cookie from Empire was one of the biggest stars and was parodied. It was so many people talked about Cookie from Empire. And she said, there was a works for a show, but it wasn't right. This character was beloved and we just can't do that. She almost walked away from The Color Purple. But before her, And oh, thank you, Queen. He was already reading my mind. Before her, Monique was saying the same thing. And Monique is even it's not Fox. I don't think it's not Fox, but she's trying to recoup her money for the Parkers. Her and Countess Vaughn are trying to recoup their money from the Parkers. These actors don't make that much money, and so that's why they were striking. People are like, "Oh, they're just privileged," and da 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 da. No, if you're not a Tom Cruise, if you're not a Denzel, you're not making, buku dollars. You ain't making a lot of ducats in the acting world if you're not one of those top people. They gotta pretend like they got it, y'all. They gotta pretend like they got it. They don't have it. They gotta pretend. It's sad when you think about it. Yeah, but she almost walked away from The Color Purple because they weren't going to pay her what she was worth. And I remember Raji P. Henson said the only person that paid her worth was Tyler Perry. Say what you want to about Tyler Perry, but at least he, rice 66, rice and beans, right? It's crazy thinking about how the entertainment business can just use you and then throw you out. And then, I mean, how many celebrities have we seen just kind of like one day they hot and then the next day they're all gone, and they're like, well, damn, what you do with all that money? We always ask that question, like, damn, what you do with all that money? They were never making all that money. And remember, they don't take no taxes and nothing out. So that money, it might look like 10,000, but after taxes, it's about 4,500. And then don't forget, if you got an agent, manager, your makeup artist, hair, all that stuff, you got to pay those people. That's coming out your check. So it's a lie. It's a dirty game. And that's why I'm on YouTube. All right, y'all. But before we go, I do want to go ahead and make these announcements. Happy New Year's, everybody. Okay, so first, AT2 will be in LA. I probably should have made this the wide angle for a thumbnail. But this is on my community wall. AT2 will be in LA the 25th through the 28th. So make sure you guys reach out to me, DM me. I would also like to collab as well too. Any photographers, I want to do like one photo shoot per month. I know that sounds kind of cocky, but I hate when y'all be using those ugly pictures of me in the thumbnail. So I was like, I gotta do like a photo shoot or something, because y'all always got me in the thumbnail looking like yo, somebody ever talk shit about you and they got you in the thumbnail and you looking crazy? Like, I don't want y'all to do that. So I'm gonna try to do one photo shoot per month and be like, hey, I know you don't like me, but can you please use this picture where I look good? Thank you. And then next in March 21st through the 26th, I will be back in Dallas. You better get your saddles and your cowboy hats ready. I'll be back in Dallas. So please hit me up then. I will be back in Dallas, Texas. And then finally, I will be in Vegas, and I will be in Vegas for half of the month, basically. So the 20th through the 29th, I'll actually be there a little longer, actually, believe it or not. But I will be in Vegas, and definitely I want to collab. I'm trying to set up me and Couture Bay to film at BB Films and do an interview with Jaguar Wright. I'm trying to still set that up. I got to call Jag. So hopefully we can do that. But also Couture Bay and a few other YouTubers are doing a meetup on the 26th through the 28th. I am not in control of the meetup. I am just showing up as a guest or, someone participating. So please hit up Couture Bay for the details, but I will be showing up there. It's the 26th or the 28th, but I will be there on the 20th in April. And also any photographers or anybody out there, anybody want to collab, please hit me up in the DM at AT2_for real. All right, y'all. Happy New Year's. I am glad that everyone has made it safely to the next day. I know there's like some craziness in San Francisco out here and stuff like that, but for the most part, everybody I know personally was good and safe. Enjoy your New Year's. As you guys know, we're gonna keep on rocking and rolling, and we're gonna go all the way to the top, baby. We ain't stopping for nothing. So I love y'all. Thank you everybody who super chatted me as well. If anybody sent any Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, you know I'll thank you later, and I'll also give you your blessing too. All right, y'all. We out of here. Deuces. Love y'all.